These are hardy palms. How do I know they're hardy? Well, this is Great Britain and they're palm trees. Therefore, they must be hardy. I believe these are Trachycarpus fortunei. And look at this, they've got great big clusters of seeds on them. And I'm going to have a go. I think we'll grab a handful of those seeds and see if we can grow ourselves some hardy palms. Off we go then. Right, let's have a look at our palm seeds that we collected earlier today. They kind of look a bit like raisins or blueberries or something. And they're like a dry husk, and somewhere in the middle there's a hard little seed. Looks a bit like a bean, but it's not a bean. So let's have a little think about what these seeds might actually require to germinate properly. Obviously palms are from fairly arid regions. These seeds are probably expecting to have passed through the gut of a bird or something like that, and to have been rattling around in amongst rocks and sand and things before the rains come and enable them to germinate. So what we have to do is see if we can replicate some of those conditions. So I've got a piece of sandpaper here. I'm actually just going to rub the seeds in between the sandpaper. So that's doing a couple of things. It's taking off these rough outer coats, the fleshy outer coat, but it's also scratching the surface of the seed coat just a little bit, which means that the water can get in and penetrate in, and that will help them to germinate. So what I'm going to do, I'll give them a rub like that to try to get the worst of the outer parts off, and then also each individual seed, I'll just give it a little scrape on the sandpaper like that, just to make sure we have scraped the seed coat, and then into some water, and I'm going to give them a soak overnight, and then we'll plant them tomorrow. Now, I've grown palm seeds before, and they may take a couple of weeks to germinate, or they may take months. So we're going to have to also have a think about how we plant them in such a way that we don't have to keep on maintaining them until we see some signs of life. So I've got a solution for that as well. We'll have a look at that tomorrow when we plant them. Right, there we go. So those seeds I will leave to soak for 24 hours, and then we'll plant them tomorrow evening, and then we've got to wait, I'm afraid. So I've got my palm seeds that have been soaking for 24 hours now, and we're going to plant them up. So for this, I've got this compost that I've mixed up. This is a mixture of ordinary multi-purpose compost and about 50-50 sharp sand, and that will make it very free draining, which is actually pretty much what these palm trees are really expecting. So I'll just fill up a pot with this mixture, about 2/3 full. Leave a little bit of space at the top, about like that I think. And I'm going to spread all of my seeds, just drain the water off them first. I'm going to spread all of my seeds out on top of the compost there. And that's obviously too many seeds to grow in one pot, but we're just germinating them here. We're not going to try and grow them on in here, because probably not all of these will germinate. So really we're just using this to start them off. So, to keep this moist, because this might take weeks or possibly even months for these to germinate, so to keep this moist while that's happening, I'm going to put it inside a plastic bag. So we'll give it a bit of water. That's probably enough. And that bag will recycle the water. Anything that evaporates out of the top of the pot will condense on the plastic, soak back through the pot, and so that shouldn't require any watering or care, or at least very occasionally might need a little top up of water. But all I really need to do now is seal that up with a twist tie and then wait. Put it in a warm place and we'll wait and see what happens. Could be weeks, could be months, might be never. Okay, now it's Christmas Day and I've just noticed we've got some shoots emerging. So it's taken weeks for these to appear. Let's have a look. And there we are, just 2 of them at the moment. But there are 2 little shoots just appearing out through the compost there. And I'm fairly sure that those will be palm seedlings. There we are. So I'm going to just let those grow on a little bit more, and then I'll probably try and prick them out from this pot, and I'll give them a pot of their own, because the thing with palm seedlings, the roots go straight down really fast, so I've got to make sure that I give it enough space that the roots don't get restricted. So there we go, that's how to germinate palm seeds. It takes a bit of patience, but it is possible. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon.